The Immortal Mask, a 1970s superhero crime noir adventure, follows a retired soldier turned reporter who is given a coveted interview with a death row inmate. What he learns thrusts him into Atlanta's shadowy underworld. He'll have to use his military training to survive being hunted for possessing the information that could topple the city's most powerful ruling class. This is not a pre-order or a crowdfunding campaign. Get your books now at denali's.com.
Entertainment Group presents the Madness Comic Network with original programming and additional comic-related content.
25 seconds to curtain, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Team Sonya Devereaux. Lovely studio audience we have here tonight. Guys, it's been way, how long has it been?
Too long.
2 years?
It's been a while.
So, we have Nick Kapitanakis. No, it's not Cape Tanakis.
Oh,
that's
there
in
I am.
Florida. Yeah, there you are. Todd Livingston is joining us. Todd, welcome to the show. Glad you were able to make and of course,
cool.
Brendan and Brian Frame in that order.
Hello. It's great to be here. Hello, RJ. Thanks for having us.
Howdy.
Hello.
Is there an echo?
Hello.
Okay. No, we're all here, and we even have people in the chat. The Plungecast is here, and thank you for being here, man. I'm going to be on his show in just a couple of weeks, so check out his click the name of the channel, pop over there, and like and subscribe. Do all the kind things that you would do for a guest. Last time George saw this cast of characters, they were in diapers. Well, you reach a certain age, and that just sort of.
I am still wearing a diaper. It's an adult diaper now, though. So
I was going to say, he saw us over the weekend.
You guys are lucky I'm wearing pants at all.
We don't know that for a fact.
And you're not going to find out either.
Okay.
I'm also wearing a diaper, but I'm not wearing it as a diaper.
Now the mind boggles. See, this is the kind of stuff he can pull when there's no camera on him here.
Yes. I like how his picture glows when he speaks. Say something, Todd.
About wow, yeah.
Say something like Charles Xavier.
Charles Xavier.
Yeah, that does the thing. Is that Tor Johnson in that avatar there? It's like
that's when Todd sat for an X-Men comic book. He is
really?
Actually Professor Xavier. Mm-hmm.
Seriously, I did not know. So somebody used you as a model and painted an X-Men comic book?
Yes, Mike Mayhew did. It was for X-Men Origins Jean Grey.
Oh, now I've got to get that book. X-Men Origins Jean Grey.
Mm-hmm.
eBay, here I come.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, people don't want to let go of a comic book starring Todd Livingston. I mean, come on.
I've got, every comic book I've ever bought with Todd Livingston's name on it, I still own, and I haven't given it to anybody.
There you go. See?
Interestingly enough, has all your names on it too. So
a lot of them, but not all of them,
Not all of them. I have some comics that don't have your names on them.
There you go.
You're welcome to sign them all.
We'll be right over.
We'll just whoever the artists were, we'll sign their names.
That would do the trick. Because who's going to check? Really? I mean, unless you're Walt Simonson, then you got to learn how to draw that dinosaur.
True.
With his signature.
I'll just sign it Jack Kirby. Nobody will know.
Yeah, I've seen that signature before. I've traced that signature before. Guys, you're back with another venture starring Sonya Devereaux.
Yes, we are.
And for those who are new to the chat, new to the show, haven't seen Sonya Devereaux, there is no Sonya Devereaux 1, 2, 3. They're all, it's like this. This is, what's the name of that book? What's the name of the movie? It's 3 R's. It's
Renegade Road Riders 3.
Renegade Road Riders 3. Let's give them the big screen. There we go. So yeah,
it's our Mad Max parody,
and it's about time, actually.
Yeah, post-apocalyptic future, all that good stuff.
So
yep. So to give the overarching idea of Sonya, she is Hollywood's 306th best actress. She stars in not the best movies, not the second best movies, but she usually ends up in a series that's kind of lost all its major stars, and they need somebody to fill in a role because they've got a script and no budget, so they cast Sonya in it. So these are all like the worst movies that we all love, the stuff that used to come on late night, Cinemax, and whoever else used to put on shows,
like Rhonda Shear stuff on USA Up All Night.
There you go, that kind of thing. And so each comic book is a standalone book. It's Sonya in real life, getting somebody to watch her film, and so she'll sit down with a group of people or a person, and she'll watch her latest film. So we get to read along watching the film, and then after the film concludes, and they're usually they're all hilarious. Let me just say that, but they're purposely shoddy. The sets aren't great, the dialogue isn't great, but she looks great and everything.
And that's all we really care about.
Once the film is done, we go back to her real life, and her friend or the group of people or whoever it is that's watching with her, get that little interaction of, that was probably hard to learn those lines, instead of complimenting the film, because they leave a little to be desired.
Yeah. Now, I know in the last couple, and I don't know if this has always been true from the beginning, but you've been able to throw in other real actors and actresses into the films as real life people, and you know them. You talk with them, and you're like, hey, we're going to put you in the book. Has that always been the case with the starring Sonya Devereaux?
Well, Todd knows them. We don't know any famous people.
you know Todd.
We know Todd, Professor X.
Yes.
You guys can call me Charlie.
How about Chuck?
You don't like it when we say Chuck, then, huh?
and his 3 angels.
So Todd, tell RJ and the listeners all about your work getting celebrities to be in our celebrity-filled shows.
Well, I tell you, I still occasionally kick myself for not thinking about that idea earlier in the series, like from the first one. But
yeah, when was the first one? The Debutante Desperado?
Yeah, Debutante Desperados was the first one with
Naked Are the Damned too. What? Yeah, Naked Are the Damned 2 was the first issue. But Debutante Desperado was the first one with a celebrity.
With a celebrity.
Yes. Yep, that's correct. Sorry.
And I'll tell you, I've had you guys on so many times, and it wasn't until recently, because Todd doesn't talk about himself. I remember asking stupidly, "How do you get their permission to do that?" And he says, "I ask them. I know them." I never thought to say, "How do you know them?" I mean, Todd has written "So You've Downloaded a Demon." Todd has written segments.
So did Nick.
Wait, what?
You don't blame me for that. That was also Nick.
Yeah, all the bad parts I wrote.
I just pulled up your IMDb, and it doesn't share anything with anybody else. But you were like in it as well. You were like, if anybody's watched it, you're seeing Dr. Malcolm and Dr. Wicker. So you were doing comic bad movies before you're doing comic bad movie comics.
Yes. I've actually acted in bad sci-fi movies before Sonya.
Yes.
Back in my acting career.
And Todd did a famous one with a known Italian horror director.
Yes, Umberto Lenzi. He's a famous cult Italian horror director. And I did a film with him called it was called The Camper, but it was released in the U.S. as Hitcher in the Dark.
I've heard of that one.
It was Josie Bassett's first film.
Okay.
Well, now I've got to look that one up. The Melrose Place.
Yeah, you're gonna have to buy a lot of. You're gonna have to buy a lot of shit after this episode, RJ.
Yeah, apparently so. Which is okay. I've got the money and the time right now. So
there you go.
So let me ask you guys this: when you're on the set of something like that, and this is a B movie, this is just gonna blow. Do you give it your Oscar-winning all anyway, or what's the set like when you're wandering around on something like that?
Well, yeah, of course. Of course, you want to do your best because you never know who's going to watch.
Yeah, I mean, so you downloaded a demon. Todd and I wrote it. Todd directed it. We filmed it, and I mean, what else did we do? Set directing, music.
Yeah. We did not do music.
So we produced the whole film for that, and I do have a small part in it. Todd's got a bigger small part in it, and I guess you should just watch it and you tell us, are we giving it our all? Because man, we're so good. It's surprising Hollywood didn't call right after we finished that. So we got to get you guys in here.
I was not supposed to play the role of Dr. Malcolm. That role was going to be played by David Naughton.
Oh.
And he turned it down.
That. Jesus.
Yes.
That would have been good.
And our schedule changed and he wasn't available.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
Would have been very cool. Yeah, I knew that John Noble was supposed to have a part in it. John Naughton too. That would have been fantastic. Well, fortunately for us, it all led you to here. When they say that today is the first day of the rest of your life, and all of your life has led you to this point. I apologize for the disappointment, gentlemen, because it's not all that.
We're excited to be here, RJ.
Don't worry, the sun will come out tomorrow.
Well, yeah. Until then, it's a hard knock life. But
it's out right now in Australia.
Yes, it is. It's actually out right now in Arkansas. It's gotten 3 more hours before it goes down.
Oh.
And believe me, it's all. Yeah. Except for 4 more hours, we got to call a doctor.
That was funny.
Sometimes I get lucky. That wasn't one of them.
That's what she said.
Wait, this is where we started.
We're going with this.
Yeah, we're in the good 113 degree temperatures this week. So
really,
yeah, it's hot, and right now. I'm one of these terrible people that finally found something that worked for them health-wise. So I tell everybody that I'm doing it. But like I moved here 3 years ago and I was 225 pounds. And then finally a couple of months ago, I was 256 pounds. I'm like, okay, this has got to stop because I don't want to reach the top, wherever that is. So I tried all kinds of different things, and finally a friend of mine just said, just cut your carbs out, just zero out carbs. I'm like, what do you eat? I'm like, bacon and eggs. He's like, you're halfway there. And I've lost 30 pounds in the last month, but
wow,
when I step outside, I drip. I mean, it's like I'm just a sprinkler system if I shake my head because I start sweating so badly.
Yeah, that's bacon grease, obviously.
It's sweating. Yeah, of course, it's coming through the pores.
Dogs must love you, man.
They do, actually. They come up to me and they lick my face and my hands and they lick my face. So I was just telling Nick before the show, we did just get a new dog in the house. And she's a boxer and a lover, and she was mistreated before she got here. She's a rescue dog, so she's shy and she's very happy to have the attention.
Very nice.
What the hell is the matter with people that would abuse a dog? You know, I mean, that's you can't get a sweeter animal than a puppy. You know, a dog is unconditional love. You know,
I don't think she was like, you know, beat or something like that. I think she was just ignored a lot. And this dog wants to be socialized. It's 12:26 p.m. in New Zealand, so yeah, the sun is high in the sky there.
It's already tomorrow there.
It's already tomorrow. Let me know what the lottery numbers were tonight. I want to buy a ticket. Mike Walters has popped in to say like and share and say hi, and appreciate that. Mike will be doing the mic stand on his channel at the top of the hour. And on Friday nights, where I was this past Friday, he does the comic book the comic book historical retrospective. That's a lot of words. But basically, it's this. You tell somebody where to start reading comics. A lot of people say start with Watchmen. They'll say start with, you know, Dark Knight Returns. They'll say, hey, pick up this Sonya Devereaux thing. I think you'll like it. That's what I do. Mike said when were they started printing, and he went back to 1936, 35, and he reads them live on the air off of public domain websites. And he has guests on like me, and we do voices, we do narrative, and we, you know, meanwhile back at the Hall of Justice, that kind of thing, and we just have a blast with it. So
that sounds fun.
Cool.
If you're looking for something like that on a Friday night, because if you're looking for something like that on a Friday night, I'm sorry for you, but check it out.
I'm tuning in.
We have a point to all this, and the point is this. There's a crowdfunder involved in the show tonight, folks. And it is the new Sonya Devereaux, which we've been talking about. And before I get to the end of the show, when it does no good, I will tell you now, the link to the crowdfunder is below the video. First thing you're going to see. Click it. Throw it. Money. And
pop it. Pull it.
Push it. We are here to
pop it. Push it.
Click or double click. Whatever it takes.
We are here to suck at the teat of Lady Capitalism. So let's go.
Lady Capitalism is a good superhero name.
I like it.
She's better than America.
Well, then we could do that in the Violet Vixen sequel.
There you go.
Oh, wait now. There's a question for another time. Is she ever going to sequel one of her sequels? Because usually, once she's done something, she kills the franchise. so they don't end up with a sequel.
Well, she doesn't intend to kill the franchise. That's not her plan.
The money just dries up somehow.
Yeah, but you know, if she
it's something we haven't discussed, but you know, that would be interesting.
If she gets a producer like Roger Corman, he might bring her back, and because he'll just do it out of spite. Doesn't need to make money for him.
We have very briefly chatted about a superhero team spinoff, from Violet Dixon.
Nice, I love that one. And you guys introduced me to Kara Nicole through that comic, and she's been on our show several times since then, doing her own comics. So who are the co-stars with Sonya in this film?
They're the same co-stars from Vampire Academy 4, our second starring Sonya Devereaux issue. Felt like time to maybe bring them back. They needed to work. They were kind of, bugging us to reappear in an issue, and we figured, all right, we'll bring you back.
And again, that's one of the fun things about this is that real life scream queens make their appearances. This cover looks familiar.
You think so?
I feel like I've seen this somewhere before.
Almost like perhaps we were paying an homage to some sort of famous movie poster.
Yeah.
That makes me mad. Makes me mad to the max when you guys do that.
Oh boy, golly, Nick, I didn't realize.
You're gonna go all Thunderdome on us.
Yeah, really. Geez, take it down a level.
But I didn't think it was a Mad Max movie. That was something else.
No, he just gave it away. It's Mad Max.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, I got it. Yeah, okay. A little dense there. Renegade Road Riders 3. I like that, she's in a post-apocalyptic future, but she's got a really nice looking, almost DeLorean vehicle here. It's pretty cherry.
It's a 1970 Plymouth Barracuda 440 coupe.
Oh,
we know that.
Car.
We know that because in order to draw the car, we bought a little model car.
Oh, you guys know the artists? So something special about
the doors open.
Almost like it's a toy.
Yeah, you would think it's some sort of playable.
All you're missing is
thing.
like a little claymation Sonya to put in the seat and hang out the window and sort of.
Not a bad idea.
Oh, they have one.
Full size.
Oh, hello. Can you bring?
Yeah. So something special about this particular book is not only did the frames draw it, they also wrote it. So it's
shut the front door.
Yep. So Todd and I have been very slow putting out issues. And they came to us and said, "You guys need to speed up." And we're like, "We're going at our pace." And they said, "Well, we could write one." And we were like, "No, don't do that." And they said, "Well, we've already written one." And we were like, well. And then we read it and we were like, "Okay, this is Sonya Devereaux." I mean, nobody knows Sonya Devereaux more than the four of us, so it's perfect. So
it was kept in the family. I mean,
we've got 4 people that can write this thing now. So
you famous movie producers can coast. The boys got to eat.
And we certainly had any notes and suggestions and whatever Todd and Nick wanted us to add. If they had, I know Todd had some dialogue corrections for us, and so it was all greatly appreciated.
Yeah, and it was and we wanted to do a Mad Max style story. Couldn't wait for these guys.
Because we love Fury Road. We love that Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh God, it's so good.
So
non-stop action. I've never sat through a movie like that where you just like wait to breathe and there's no room. So same with this book.
Do you ever? Because she never really repeats genre, but you're going to have to at some point. There's only so many of them.
Well, true, but like how we did Warrior Woman Death Team 5, that's kind of like a Conan the Barbarian style sword and sorcery. But we could do a Lord of the Rings style sword and sorcery, which is still in that genre, but totally different. We could do a Star Wars type sci-fi adventure or a Star Trek type sci-fi adventure.
Or a RoboCop, which I'm thinking about. We can rip off dozens of movies before we have to repeat
Robo
anything.
Attorney, Robo Sous Chef.
I'm still stuck on Star Trek because now I'm seeing Sonya in one of those little red mini dresses that were somehow military approved for the for Starfleet. By the way, guys, I still got in a frame right over here, FRAME kind. The Scream Queen Summer Camp Massacre cover that was the George Perez Avengers send up. I was like, oh, that's going on my wall. And,
well, thank you.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is. I mean, here's how much I thought of it. It's hanging between my Valerie Perrine topless signed photo and my Linda Carter not signed topless framed photo. People say Linda Carter never did that. Yes, she did. For Apocalypse Now, they made a Playboy centerfold prop for her, and then she couldn't play Miss May anymore because there was Hurricane. She was in the States. She got offered Wonder Woman. She dropped out. They hired somebody else, but the prop still existed. So,
wow, huh? Yeah, we were all in Baltimore together when Linda Carter was there for a Comic-Con.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm wondering if she would sign it if I took it to her.
She did not mingle amongst the people.
No,
So
she was there, but she was like not at the con. She was doing like some live stage musical show or something nearby.
She was only signing things in regards to her music career.
Okay. But she did address the crowd from behind some plate glass.
Up real high.
It was very exciting for all of us.
Well, Wonder Woman always hides behind that glass, clear jet stuff.
It was so exciting for all of us. I forgot all about it.
It was an invisible wall instead of an invisible plane. So there you go. That's what they call glass.
This is a great shot here, by the way. Just the way she's hanging out the window, the girl hanging on the top there, and of course, whoever's driving is driving like an old lady because she's got her hands up like this in her face.
She's short.
Well, that's Chevrolet, and she has a metal left hand. That's part of her character. Yeah, that was actually one of the during when COVID hit. When COVID hit, that was one of the covers we drew because we did like 6 just fake movie posters, and Renegade Road Riders 3 was one of them. There was a Moon Wolves.
Yeah, a lot of the ones were had already been referenced in the book or in the Vampire Academy 4 issue. There was the article at the end. A lot of the movies that were referenced in there we made into movie posters because it was COVID and there was nothing else to do.
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with the throwing ideas on the wall as just a one-off thing and then them germinating into something. I'm in the middle of that right now. I was telling Nick before show, I can't talk about it on stream. George will kill me.
So I also like on this cover that Sonia's making eye contact with us, but she's not pointing the gun at us, which is nice.
Well, yeah. The gun's pointing ahead of the car. She's like, hey, watch me hit this,
She's a post-apocalyptic sweetheart.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotta love her.
She's the girl in the bomb shelter next door.
That's right.
So I don't know if we
puts
told
the
you.
lips in apocalypse.
Oh, there you go.
Good one, Todd.
Thank you and good night. Seriously, I have to bounce. Thank you, RJ, for having us and me. I mean, it finally when I got the tech worked out, and nice to talk to everybody.
You
and
too.
I'll see you again soon.
All right. Thanks.
Go rest and recover, man.
Thanks for coming.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, I don't know if we
now we can talk about it.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you before, but we've gotten contacted through social media several times from several people who want to meet Sonya, want to interact with her, want to send her things, and we have to we correspond a little bit, thinking, well, they probably know she's not a real person, and so we kind of correspond as Sonya, but we don't want to catfish anybody, so we finally have to say, she's a character, she's not a real person. It's heartbreaking for a lot of guys out there.
They haven't figured out the fact that there's like no photographs yet, but on the other end, and this is just me, now that we have AI animated avatars, she could have her own YouTube show.
There you go. Guys, I don't know anything about that stuff, so get on it.
What, you think we do?
Yes, of course. You're younger than I am, so
you get the AI voice changer. That you pick a female star and it will make you sound just like her after you've talked for a few minutes. And the lips will move and she'll just have her own show. And
I don't think AI stands for automatic illustrations.
No. But it will animate. It will. If you haven't seen what AI's been doing, it's really kind of scary.
Are you real, RJ?
No. Definitely never.
Okay.
I'm not.
Oh, it all makes sense now.
Because it never did before. So what is this image I'm looking at here? Because it's like I didn't see anything above it or below it. I think this is just like, hey, look, here's Sonya.
Well, that's a 9x12 original illustration that on the right-hand side where all the tiers are, that's one of the tiers you could purchase.
So that would be this one
That
right
one
here.
and that one.
Yes.
So for $100, this 9x12 is yours, and yeah, it is yours. That is the included item. Just making sure that there was nothing else on there. And if you think she's pretty in pink, then you go for this one.
Yes.
There's only one of each. Neither one
Yes.
claimed. Get yours now, while supply lasts. There's only one. And then
Right,
this was
this is the Indiegogo exclusive action figure cover. Marvel specifically has done a lot of action figure covers, but they only do like the 3 3/4 inch size classic Star Wars figure type covers. Maybe they do like the 4-inch like Secret Wars cover action figure covers, but we wanted to go 8-inch with classic Mego style Sonya Devereaux action figure cover.
Yes, something G.I. Joe can play with.
That's right.
Speaking of,
keep the bunk warm for G.I. Joe.
yeah. We talked about the running out of genres and how you just do something a little bit different with it. One of the biggest movies out right now is the Barbie movie. And I don't really know what kind of genre you would throw that into, but seeing her as a fully articulated doll and that being out right now, there's sort of a synergy that says, hey, what did she do? But I don't know. Skipper 7? I
don't know. I haven't seen Barbie.
I can tell when an idea falls flat. It's just like this silence that's not quite stunned. Like
we'd rather her shoot things,
Yes, which is why the gun comes with as a
taped in, of course, like the classic Mego accessories used to be.
Absolutely, and of course, you've got the which you've got to go back now and do the other covers because obviously you're advertising that they existed, as a Violet Dixon and.
Well, you have to check the toy rack. Go to the toy aisle of your local Walmart and see if they're there.
I'm checking the rack.
And here's a couple of previews of pages. That's what's scrolling down next.
Yeah, just read this. What was he like? He's coming in with water. They wanted fruit, and no, they're gonna kill him for the water.
Yeah.
I haven't washed my car in 27 years. This is Mad Magazine melee kind of humor, guys.
Then we find out there's some sort of possible secret message on the water bottle. What could it mean?
And someone's going to find out.
It probably doesn't mean anything, right?
It probably means nothing, but it could be a revelation that could change everything.
She could be holding it upside down for all we know.
Oh. So, yeah, this is where we meet the girls. So we have Zephyrin the Red.
Yes.
And Chevli is the brunette.
Chevli and Andromeda Zoom.
Yes, that's Sonya. Sonya plays on Andromeda Zoom.
And of course, as in all the Sonya movies, they don't do any CGI, which is why the tattoo on her lower back is always there invisible.
Well, it's just coincidentally that character had the same tattoo.
Yeah.
Weird.
Every time.
Yeah. Somehow it's written into the script.
I was going to say, it should be written into the script how she gets the tattoo. Kind of like they do with the young Indiana Jones, how he got the scar on his chin. They had to write that in as
yeah.
They didn't have to, but they did.
They said, this would be funny. So
Perkapalooza.
32 page, I'm guessing. 28 page something.
Yep, 32.
32 is my favorite. 32 is my favorite page count because as a publisher, we are publishing 32 page comics in hardcover. So,
wow,
nice.
It's a doable thing. But you guys are still going through American Mythology.
Yes.
And they're a really good publisher, folks. If you haven't checked out, not just the Sonya Devereaux, but all their Three Stooges, Laurel and Hardy. They're doing. Forgot the monster book they're doing now.
Which one?
Yeah, which one? They publish a lot of monster books. Fright Night.
Were they doing the Kong books?
The what?
Kong?
King Kong? Yeah, were they
No.
doing King Kong books? Okay.
No, they don't do King Kong.
They had a Hatchet.
Fright Night.
They used to do the Land of Time Forgot, I think.
Night of the Living Dead.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, they did the Land of Time Forgot. And I want to say they got into Zorro for a little bit.
They did.
Yes. We tried to get to draw Zorro, but it just never worked out.
I thought I was remembering it. They say the memory is the second thing to go. And I don't know what the first thing is. I forgot it. But yeah, Perkapalooza. All these perks that we've talked about, all these perks you've seen with Sonya, you can get all 7 of the back issues that you've missed as a PDF. Now, can you get them as physical copies? I hear you asking. Yes
there.
And no.
You can get the 1 to 4 in a trade paperback, and then you can get the
5, 6, 7, and 8 as with just the exclusive covers.
And I am the proud possessor of all of these, with the exception of this one right here, which is the one I will receive it when it is on its way in. Because
and this has been funded, so everybody who's putting money into this thing is going to get their stuff. So that's
going to
happen.
And
we do want everybody to go on and fund this Indiegogo, even though we've met our goal. We talk about this every time we talk about money. We don't make anything off of this campaign, and we're not looking to get rich because, again, we are all independently wealthy. But all of this goes to our publisher because they are a small publisher. We want to make sure that they're still out there, still putting product out, helping the small comic book stores as well.
Yes.
You're not just getting a comic book. You're really supporting the whole system out there, and that's what's important to us. That's why we're on this show. That's why we put these books out the way we do with the Indiegogos, so that we still have a place to go to publish more because we enjoy doing this and we want to do it more and we want other people to enjoy what we do.
Now, of course, if you sold 1 million copies, surely,
there might be a little bit, coming back to us then, and we would take it, despite the fact we don't even need it. We're really doing great.
Yeah,
you take the good, you take the bad.
They still buy human hair at the wig shop.
It looks like you already visited, guys. Some fresh haircuts there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while till we can hit the wig shop again.
It's been like we said, it's been 2 years since you guys have been on the show, and I said it 2 years ago, and I still expect Brendan and Brian's mother to walk in their room on them, say, "Are you boys still on the podcast?" Because they look 27, don't they? They're 25 if they're a day.
Well, we just turned 50 last June.
Oh,
this past June.
That sounds impossible.
And I'm 56,
they grow up so fast.
It's
probably this light that makes our faces look beet red. That's probably why we look so young.
Yeah, it makes it seem like the blood's flowing.
Cherubic. And folks, you've seen the artwork here in these panels and in the sketches above. If you want something of your own, there is a tier where you can get boys to draw Sonya doing almost whatever you want.
Almost whatever you want.
Almost, yeah.
We keep it as a soft R.
Scroll down a little more.
R for television.
Yeah. We've had some odd requests for that kind of stuff too.
Oh,
so. Yes. Yeah. We won't talk about it here.
I was at a Comic-Con in 1989, and I was still just a kid then, and somebody was drawing this gorgeous Legion of Superheroes group drawing in color, but it was all the Archie characters in the costumes. So Archie was Lightning Lad.
Wow,
it was beautiful. I was like, that's amazing. That was my first time I'd ever thought of meshing universes into things like that. I was like, what's the craziest thing that somebody's had you draw? And I don't know who the guy was. He was obviously an Archie artist because that's what he drew all the time. He put the pen down. He looked around and says, I had a guy earlier have me draw a picture for him of Mr. Weatherby in leather getting a spanking from Miss Grundy. He was like, if you could just tell the image was never going to leave his head, and he wanted it to so badly.
Yeah, we've done commissions for many years, and we have a lot of stories. We'll just leave it at that. We have a lot of stories. It's amazing how often somebody doesn't just want Spider-Man fighting the Green Goblin. Why can't somebody just want that?
Or Batman fighting the Joker? I mean, doesn't anybody want that? Anybody?
But everything's spanking. Come on.
Yeah, pretty much. They want the stuff that they know they can't buy anywhere else. It's going to be mine. I can finally see my dream realized. And then
RJ, if you scroll down the perks side, where all the a little more. There we go. We also have CGC graded 9/8 sketch covers of Sonya.
Wait a second. This is
cosplaying.
Elvira and Vincent Price, which was a great series. Loved that.
Well, now you can have Elvira and Sonya on a cover that's graded 9/8.
$199 for 9.8. Elvira and this one. Look at this. Elvira as the White Queen on
Sonya.
Sonya, not Elvira. Sonya is the White Queen. Emma Frost. Yeah. Another.
I got caught up.
Oops. 9/8.
Sonya, 9/8. 9/8. We know Sonya's a 10, but the comic book is a 9/8.
Yeah, and there's also an option in here somewhere to be drawn into the comic books.
Oh, really?
Yes, and that's been a popular perk. We've already sold one on this one. Is that right?
Two of them.
Two of them.
2 of the 3 have been sold.
So they're right.
There it is. $2.99. You can appear in a future issue, and you get your page of the original art. And I'm just going out on a limb here, but I bet you even appear as you. Is that true or false?
Mostly
true and false.
Yeah. It's true and false.
It's Schrodinger's comic.
And a lot of these other things that we've seen, if you pay to get into a comic, you get a panel, or maybe you're in the background of something happening. I mean, these guys put the folks directly in the comic. They have dialogue usually with Sonya. You get quite a few panels, and it looks just like you. It's amazing.
Well, I've seen the results of these that you guys do. You participate in the story if you get this perk.
Yeah, you're not in a page. You're actually in a couple pages, but you'll probably, depending on which page you're on the most, would be the one we would send you.
You're not standing in the background as part of a crowd scene. You're part of.
You scroll down on the left. There's a couple samples.
We love samples. I used to go to the store just to get samples when I couldn't afford to buy groceries.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is sweeter than chocolate.
Now, by the way, nice little Harley Quinn 9.8. Saturn Girl. When Dave
Cockrum,
thank you. When Dave Cockrum took over the Legion, I hit puberty. So
the cover art was available, but it's sold.
Yes,
it's sold. Good for you guys. $300 right there. Mission commission. You can appear. So surely it's gonna. There we go. Here we go.
Yeah, that was Cody. And as you can see, he's interacting with Sonya. He's in every panel. And that's just one of the pages from that issue that he was in.
She's coming onto him hard, and he's pushing her off for some reason.
This comic breaks the multidimensional fourth wall, because he's in the comic. I've got the comic. I've got this business card that is in the comic. I've got it for real. Like, how, it's just came to life in my hands. More samples here. I remember the officer.
Reggie.
May he rest in peace. Poor Reggie. He doesn't make it, guys.
Spoiler alert.
Actually, a bigger spoiler alert would be that he does make it.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
So yeah, the issue you can appear in a future issue. The current issue, Road Riders 3, it's been done since June. It's at the printers now, so
Definitely going to happen.
yeah, it's definitely happening. But you can still contribute.
Oh my God, it's happening! Yes. Throw money at this, guys. This is you will not be sorry, no matter what tier you get on this. This is the tier I grabbed, which is and I'll tell you, I don't normally grab $150 tier commissions because I'm cheap ass and tight. But when I came with the opportunity to have the Frame brothers draw a commission, I'm like, that's worth it. I'm doing that. So, and it's 11 by 17, so it's a big boy.
Yes. It'll be one less trip for us to the wig shop.
Exactly. and you know, I still get all 3 covers of the book. So
yes.
No, I will not give you one of them. If you were thinking, hey, I don't have to back it here, I can just go get one from RJ, bum one off of him. No, get your own. But what more can we say? I mean, we've shot the breeze quite a bit, and Sonya's been part of it, but I want to make sure that people do understand who she is, what she is, why she is, and why they should really care about this.
Yes, the issue itself, it's a Mad Max inspired story. It's basically as you can see in those preview pages, that they've discovered there's a lost water source, and it's basically a race for Sonya's tribe, the Road Sisters, and all the other weird tribes that she'll encounter on the way to see who can get to the water first. And what hilarious antics happen on the way.
Because if it's like the other books, the girls do get into their share of entanglements.
And then like another
it's
reason.
I was just going to say it's in her contract.
It's in her contract.
It's in her contract. She's got to have one of those scenes. I do this a lot. One of those scenes doesn't quite show everything, but it's titillating.
Yeah, I mean, one of the sexiest scenes I've read in a comic book was in a Spider Shark versus Snake Bear, when they get friendly, and you're like, oh yeah, here we go, and you turn the page, it's like, wait a minute, where
it's already over. Sorry,
they're getting dressed and smoking cigarettes. What happened? So yeah, it's that kind of story, that kind of humor and fun. If you like B movies, you'll love Sonya Devereaux, guys. So yeah, do that. Guys, we've reached the top of the hour. I know we started a little bit late, so I feel like a shortage of 10 minutes, but I think we gave our all to Sonya.
I think so.
Yep.
I didn't do the thing on stream where I pull it back up to the top and say, hey, we started at 21:38, and then I hit a reload, and because I get embarrassed when it's still the same number. I actually had one show where somebody put in for a refund during the show. That was awkward. Glad that didn't happen.
One last thing is their talk of stretch goals. What we have are exclusive mini prints, 6 by 9.
Yes.
This is the bikini one.
And we have the Sonya just being a model.
Very nice.
Then we have Sonya with her guest stars. Oops, there we go. Oops,
real actors.
Oh, photo booth kind of shots, and yeah.
Then we have Sonya celebrating the holidays, all the various different holidays.
Oh yeah,
these are all her Instagram pictures. So
yes.
Yeah, Sonya leads a full life on Instagram.
Yes, she does. That's probably where you get most of your interaction with her.
Yeah. So I think the idea is if we reach a certain goal, I don't know if we've set the number yet, but
yeah,
you'll get a random print, but if then we exceed that goal or reach the next goal, you'll get all 4.
Oh, sweet.
That's what we were talking with American Mythology about, like an hour ago. So surprise, Nick.
You've got 6 days left, but is that really 6 days, or is that like the first 30 days is over and we're going to roll over to the next 30 days?
I think we've rolled over in the past.
Yeah, I think
So
we have.
probably
so
it's gonna roll over?
We're probably going to roll over.
What about, now here you go. What about Sonya
What about
washing
Sonya
the
washing
dishes?
the dishes? Oh, yeah. That's hot.
It can
all
be.
those suds.
All those suds in that apron.
Those dirty, dirty dishes.
Those dirty jugs.
Hey, how I know how Nick and Todd came to work together. Oh, well, I kind of do. But how did the four of you become this? Because you've been a team on Sonya the whole time. It's not been like, hey, we got special artists for this issue. You know, hey, we're going to bring in some guest artists for this issue. You guys are a unit.
Long time ago, Todd was pal with Robert Tinnell, who's also a fellow writer-director. And Todd was telling him about Nick and his idea for America Junior, about a small town that finds out in their town charter they join the union on temporary basis. It expires, they have to become their own country. That's our sales pitch. And Todd was telling him they need artists. You know, looking for artists. And Tinnell knew us and introduced us to Todd and Nick. And then, as they say, the rest is history.
I thought you were going to say a match made in heaven.
Is that
I
available?
thought that was implied. What was that, RJ?
Is that available on Amazon, or is that like through comic shops or something?
I think I still see it on there once in a while. Yeah.
Or eBay?
It's probably technically out of print, but I imagine there's copies out there to be found. I know we still have some left. If anybody's interested, you could, you know, look us up. I'm sure Nick and probably Todd probably still have copies left.
I do have copies there, not 9.8s, so I can tell you that.
I look for I look.
Hang
for
your head in
America
shame.
Junior. I get Hank William Jr. singing America. That's not working for me. I needed that. I need that in my life because that looks like a really fun book. It kind of reminds me like it would probably go next to my University Squared book that Frank Cho did before he broke into full comics.
We're trying to get American mythology to collect, because this book only had the first 150 strips. We're trying to get him to collect the 600, but it apparently costs money. I don't know.
Apparently, I mean, it'd be nice if you knew a publisher who was like, you know, hungry to publish just about any damn thing he could get his hands on.
Well, they are. They don't have, you know, it costs money. You know, it's not that easy anymore.
Yeah, maybe you could suggest some to us, RJ. So
I'll do what I can. I might know some people. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for bringing Sonya on again. Glad that she's back, still in action, still working.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Bless you.
Always glad to have you guys on. Please reach out to me anytime that you want to talk about what you guys are doing, even if you end up doing something that's not Sonya, God forbid. But you know, you guys work on other things, so you have a.
I'm going on vacation soon. Would you like me to come on and let you know what I've done every day, or?
Sure. Oh. I got demonetized today, so I'm now at 1,800 hours and 4,000. I need content.
Yeah, so. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through Montana. You are going to have so many followers after that.
Perfect. Just I'll give you the live stream key. Just put the dash cam on and just leave it go. We'll see where it goes. Everybody in the chat, thank you guys so much for being here tonight. We don't have a show without you. We are just a podcast falling in the woods otherwise. So we're always glad that you show up and listen to me and listen to our guests. Please share the stream out so that other people can meet the team behind Sonya Devereaux. It's not for me. I don't really care as much as I was complaining, but I do care that the people I bring on get exposure, and people that I don't. So share it with them. And of course, as always, while you were here, we just hope you had a blast. Good night, everybody.